Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Redgate-Large channel. It is Champions League football tonight. It is match day 2. I'm guessing we're saying it's match day 2 and, well, game week 2. If you haven't already, be sure to sign up for all the FPLs. I've got a UEFA Champions League fantasy footy as well. There is only me and Jordan in the league at the moment, so if anyone fancies it, be sure to drop in. So, tonight it is Juventus, it is Chelsea, two giants, I guess we can say. The one of the favourites for Serie A every year in Juventus, and of course the European champions in Chelsea. But tonight I am joined by Jake, who is making his return to the channel. I think the last time you were on was Champions League final. So
Champions League final, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully the positive vibes return.
I hope so.
And it is a Champions League match day 2 tonight. And good evening to everyone in the chat. If you haven't already, be sure to let us know in the poll who you think will win. Will it be Juventus or will it be Chelsea? And as always, be sure to let us know the score predictions for tonight's game. So, Jake, before we get into the teams, what have you made of Chelsea so far this season? What have you made of them?
Good up until Sunday. We've been playing very well. We've been playing usual Tuchel football, but then on Sunday was a different kind of football. This wasn't the side we've seen usually under Tuchel so far. It's just disappointing in every aspect of the game. Yeah. So I'm hoping we turn it around, change our tactics a little bit, and come out a bit fresher and learn from Sunday, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tuchel got his tactics wrong on Saturday. Sorry, I think he got it wrong. I think the problem was he overloaded that midfield in the hope that more would happen, and unfortunately, more didn't happen for Chelsea. It wasn't the best of games, and you saw that switch as soon as it went back to 4-3. What do we normally play? 3-4-3. I guess you can say that when you move back to that. And didn't overload that midfield with 3 midfielders in the centre. It all changed, and Chelsea looked better, didn't they?
Yeah, he brought on Havertz, took off Kante, and it looked a lot better when he changed the formation up back to the usual formation.
Absolutely. So we've got Fraser, Oliver, and Jonathan in the chat. Hope you're all doing well, lads. Hope you are all doing well. We've got Charlie Graves saying back-to-back Champions League. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice, Jake, for a back-to-back Champions League?
Surprised Charlie's saying that.
Yeah, I know. Especially after Liverpool's big win last night. I'm sure there are a lot of questions being chucked around about this team. JBack Gaming is going 2-1 Chelsea. Grant's Swindle is going 1-0. Lovely to have you back, Grant. And Jonathan, I would say 2-1 to Chelsea. So a lot of the boys back in Chelsea for tonight. Not really any surprises when you look at Juventus's league form. They sit lower down in the table than we used to seeing Juventus. They're sitting sort of middle of the table. I think they lost their first 2 matches in a row. And wow, we don't see that from Juventus. And obviously, losing Cristiano Ronaldo has been an absolutely massive loss for Juventus. But that aside, you've got to remember this is a very, very strong Juventus side, and they will do damage, and they can cause a lot of problems for Chelsea on tonight. So let's have a look at the squads, and if anyone hasn't already, be sure to get your scores in the chat for us. Sam, is Romelu Lukaku playing tonight? Let's go have a look. Jonathan, let's have a look. Right, here we go. So let me get on Chelsea. Where are we? Chelsea versus Juventus. Let's have a look at these lineups then. Right, so here we go, ladies and gents, and we will start off with the Juventus team, the home side for this evening, with Wojciech Szczesny, formerly of Arsenal, starting in goal, with Danilo, Leonardo Bonucci, Matthijs de Ligt, and Alexandro. Strong defense, but probably not their strongest defense. Like I said, this team is a little bit weak at the moment. It does actually look like the formation will be different to what is currently set up, it'll be more of a 4-3-3, I would imagine. But it's a very, very strong defence. Danilo was Danilo at City? I feel like I've dreamt that.
He was, yeah.
He was at City, wasn't
We
he?
swapped him. They swapped. They not we. They swapped him for Cancelo.
What are you saying there, Jake? We swapped him. What?
No, they did.
Yeah, I feel like that just feels like a dream now, doesn't it? It just doesn't even feel right. Bonucci, we all know what he's about, don't we? We all know what he's about. Then Matthias de Ligt, the young man, and Alexandro. A good defence, a strong defence, more than capable of stopping a striker, and they'll definitely be familiar with Romelu Lukaku, who looks like he's starting tonight for Chelsea. Then what I assume is going to be a 3 across with midfield with Bentancur, Locatelli and Rabiot in the 3 with Cuadrado pushing further up. So that midfield, it has a lot of promise about it. Bentancur, Locatelli, Rabiot, you look at it, very, very good players who are more than capable of performing at the top level. We saw that from Locatelli over the Euros. And then we finish on up front with Juan Cuadrado, Chiesa and Bernardeschi. The interesting point, Jake, from this is that there is no out-and-out striker. What do you think that means for Chelsea, looking at the lack of focal point for Juventus?
Basically, yeah, they're lacking a goal scorer, aren't they? I think Chelsea's defence are going to feel a bit more comfortable about that. You know, Cuadrado usually every game in the league so far, he's been playing as a right back. He's not used to going up front, so yeah, it's going to be hard for Juventus creating goals, creating chances.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely will be a hard one tonight for Juventus, especially I think what they're looking to do is they're going to look to maybe Chelsea's defence maybe isn't the fastest. I'm looking at Thiago Silva there. Maybe that's what they're looking to exploit. And technically, all 3 players are very, very good on the ball and will definitely cause a few problems. We'll move on to Chelsea, though, the ones that me and Jake are bothered about and supporting tonight. We've got the return of Edouard Mendy tonight in the Champions League. Did he play in the first game?
Who was that?
I can't remember. Edouard Mendy. Was it Kepa? No, it was Mendy. It was Mendy. Ignore me, everyone. Ignore me. If we've got Edouard Mendy, who played against Man City, but he didn't play very many games over the last couple of weeks with a bit of illness, bit of an injury, but he is back. Hopefully, he'll be able to keep another clean sheet for Chelsea tonight. I think I heard a stat as well, just whilst we talk about Edouard Mendy and keeping clean sheets. But on the flip side, Szczesny and Juventus haven't kept a clean sheet in the league for 20 matches. 20. You don't usually get that from Juventus. So Edouard Mendy hopefully will be able to show Juventus how it is done tonight. And then the 3 at the back, very, very familiar 3 at the back, kind of what we would assume looking at who's at right wing back with Christensen, Thiago Silva and Antonio Rudiger. Azpilicueta and Marcus Alonso as the wing backs. And I was just saying that just because Reece James picked up a little bit of a knock. Be intriguing to see actually if he's made the bench tonight. No, he hasn't. He hasn't made the bench tonight. Reece James, maybe, hopefully he might be back at the weekend. But yeah, very, very standard defense, Jake. What have you made of almost this renaissance of Marcus Alonso? He seems to do this, doesn't he? Where he sort of he gets out of favour and then gets back in favour. And every time he's in favour, you look at it and he's such a fantastic player, isn't he, when he's on form?
Yeah, he's certainly in favour at the minute, isn't he? He's Chilwell's not even had a look in so far. I know going forward, he's actually doing good getting back this season. It's, he's that formation, that 3-5 or 3-4-3, that just suits him down to a T.
Yeah,
that is his position. That is his role.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think a lot of people have talked about Marcus Alonso. He's not a very good fullback. Yes, he's not very good as a generic left back, but as a wing back, I don't think there are many, or there aren't too many on his day better than Marcus Alonso. We can look at the Andy Robertsons, your Alphonso Davies, but there aren't too many that are overly better than Marcus Alonso. And tonight, I think it will be really, really important to stop not only stop the runs of Juan Cuadrado going in sort of behind, with him being a very, very tricky player, but also to maybe exploit the fact that if they are playing at 4 at the back, we can overload in those wide areas. And Chelsea seem to be very accustomed to doing that. Looking at the two midfielders, again, not really any surprises here. I maybe wondered if Saul was going to be playing tonight, but he's not. It is Mateo Kovacic and Jorginho, both players, though, in absolutely fantastic form. And with there being no N'Golo Kante, very, very straightforward decision when Kovacic is in the goal-scoring, assisting form of his life. And by that, I mean he's already scored a goal this season. He normally gets one a season. And Jorginho, of course, Ballon d'Or winner, isn't he? Future Ballon d'Or winner.
Future,
yeah. And moving on to the three up front, the only person with like a red sort of asterisk next to his name here, or red sort of player rating, Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech, and Romelu Lukaku. We've seen in recent weeks a bit of a shift, really, haven't we, when we think about it, in this front three. Romelu Lukaku definitely offers a different role to the likes of Timo Werner and Tammy Abraham in the past, but there is plenty of room to maneuver with this Chelsea side. If they want to go to a three in midfield, Ziyech can drop in. You can have the two up front in Havertz and Romelu Lukaku. So very, very interesting. My question to you, Jake, is with Romelu Lukaku, can you still see a future for Timo Werner up front in this Chelsea side? We saw him play at the weekend, and that was the question everyone was asking. If this goes well, it could go really well. What do you think?
Well, as we saw on Sunday, both of them up front didn't work out. It just didn't. We lacked the creativity with them both. But like last season, Werner played a lot on the wing, so potentially you could bring him in a position where he plays on the wing, and you've got Mount or Havertz on the other side. But we've not seen it up front, both of them. But he's definitely a good sub to bring on.
Yeah. Especially when there's tired legs, looking at the likes of Bonucci, who are a little bit older.
We need him, but not necessarily in the starting lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a lot to spend on a bench warmer. But then you do look at this Chelsea bench, and Timo Werner is there. And if they want to make attacking sort of changes, he will be the man who they bring on first, because there is no Pulisic, there is no Mount, as you can see at the bottom here, missing players. So it's very, very, very interesting, if you ask me, this Chelsea side. Werner, hopefully, if he comes on tonight, will score a few. But there is the Chelsea side and the Juventus side for this evening. And yes, of course, a few, Jake. Of course, a few. What else do you expect?
Nothing else.
Nothing else. Let's have a look through the comments then, guys. You can see there's 10 people in here. If you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button for us. Jake, what is your score prediction for tonight?
I'm going to go 2-1 to Chelsea.
2-1 to Chelsea. So Jake is back in, both Jonathan and J-Back Gaming. Charlie Graves is going with 2-0 to the Mighty Blues. And who else have we got? Charlie wants to see Bonucci cry. I think Charlie's on our side tonight, Jake. I think Charlie's on our side. Juventus have got Moise Kean. They do have Moise Kean, but I don't know if you're saying that as in we should be threatened by Moise Kean, because in England he didn't really show too much, did he? Sam Fuming, his best mate, Mount ain't playing exactly, but he is injured. So we'll let Mason Mount off for tonight. We will let Mason Mount off for tonight. And be sure as well, if you haven't already, because I don't know if you guys can tell this from here, but I am actually live streaming on Twitch as well. There is one person viewing on Twitch. So if you are viewing on Twitch, welcome to the Sam Redgate-Large channel. Welcome to the Sam Redgate-Large Twitch account. And you guys, you'll have to try and find me on Twitch, the guys on YouTube, and let us know what you guys think to this Chelsea side. So we're just seeing the lineups again for this evening. Jake, how far do you reckon Chelsea will get this year? Will we get back to back like Charlie said? Will we end up just sort of, barely scraping the group stage? Where do you think we'll finish?
I'd like to say back to back, but it's going to be difficult this year. I'd be happy with the quarters or semis.
Yeah.
Semis,
quarters,
I think. Yeah.
Semis. Yeah, I think I'd be happy with the semi-finals. I think it's I think it's a good sort of area to get to. But at the end of the day, we didn't expect to win the Champions League last season. We've strengthened our squad, so logically we should win it. But that's not how the world works, is it? It's not how the world works. And we've probably got an even harder group this year than we did last year with Zenit and Juventus in this group. We are about to get underway, though. And what is my score prediction? I'm thinking 3-1 Chelsea tonight. I'm going big. I'm going bold. Juventus are going to crumble. And Chelsea are going to be back, full goal scoring. And Charlie's saying quarters, the squad you have, you should be expecting finals. Maybe so. Maybe we should be expecting finals. But that's the thing. You don't want to biggie team up too much, Charlie, and look like a fool. We are underway, though, here in Italy. And hopefully Chelsea can get themselves off to a nice, bright start. Afternoon, Max, as well. Tottenham are losing to Arsenal. What? How are Tottenham? What? What, Max? Is it women's football? Is he trying to troll us? Is he trying already, Max? You've confused me. Oh God, that was an awful voice crack already. Right. Let's have you then, Juventus. Let's have you. The influence of not having Cristiano Ronaldo on big nights like this must be massive, Jake, mustn't it?
The Juve is certainly a lot of a weaker team without Ronaldo. It's the difference he makes to coming into a team is unreal.
Yeah, it really does. He's a fantastic player, goal getter. But the thing is, he's just in that area, isn't he, Cristiano Ronaldo? And I think, especially tonight, they are lacking that out-and-out goal scorer. Did we see if Morata was on the bench for tonight? Let's have a gander. Is Morata on the bench for tonight? No, he's not. It is just Moise Kean who is on the bench. So you're a little bit worried for Juventus, aren't you? You're a little bit worried for Juventus in terms of if they do go behind, or they go behind like me and you say, 2-3 goals behind. But that's a lovely ball in behind toward Bernardeschi, as I'm saying that, but he's been held up and it's been given us offside. Yeah, you are a little bit worried if Juventus do go a few goals down that they won't be able to produce anything because they don't have that out-and-out goal scorer. But the man I'm going to direct you to talk about next, Jake, is Chiesa, Federico Chiesa. We know him well from the Euros. What do you make of him? What a Euros it was for him as well.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Yeah, I think definitely helped out Italy in the Euros. I don't think they would have got as far without him.
It's the direct running for me. It's almost Eden Hazard-esque, isn't it? Lionel Messi-esque. It really is. It's so direct, so brilliant. And I think he'll definitely cause some problems if they can get him into this game. But that's a lovely switch there from Ziyech into Azpilicueta, looking to whip that one in towards the box, but defended well by Danilo. Only as far as Jorginho and Kovacic has an effort, but straight into the hands of Wojciech Szczesny. Well. Hello, Sam and Jake. How are we? We're all right, I think. I think, we're all right. Let us know your score prediction for tonight's game. And are you... Well, I think the whole of the chat has backed Chelsea for tonight's match after Juventus's poor start to life in Serie A this season without Cristiano Ronaldo. But let us know, who are you backing for this evening's game? What I just don't understand about Chiesa is how he keeps that ball so close to him all the time. It just seems to not go very far away from him whatsoever. Here's Christiansen into the feet of Kovacic. Kovacic, lovely ball into that pocket in between the defenders and midfielders, into Ziyech, into Alonso, and back into Ziyech. Chelsea dictating the tempo in the early 3-4 minutes. Sam, do you have a TikTok? I do. I think you can find it on my channel. If you go on my page, there should be a link to my TikTok on there. I haven't used it in a while, though. Ziyech runs to the byline, looking to loft one in towards Kai Havertz, but collected well by Wojciech Szczesny. And Shah still has COVID. Blimey, Shah. I hope you're feeling better soon, buddy. I hope you're feeling better soon. Jake knows what it's like to have COVID, don't you, Jake? You've sailed that boat.
Still suffering from it now.
Oh, yeah. Bit of long COVID.
Long COVID, yeah. A bit of long COVID.
Yeah, absolutely. If I had to ask you a question, Jake, about this Chelsea team tonight, who are you most excited to watch play?
It's got to be Lukaku. Just the way he shoves defenders off the ball. I just love watching him. He's hungry for the ball. He's got a good eye for a ball.
Yeah.
Finishing's good. I love him. And ever since he's come back to the team, it's pretty brightened up Chelsea and their style of play a lot.
Yeah, I think what you notice with Lukaku and was my worry if anyone hasn't already seen my Premier League predictions from earlier on in sort of September, August, was my worry was if we got Lukaku, how would he play? Would he fit into this Chelsea team nicely? Because Chelsea are very dynamic going forward. But I think Lukaku's almost enabled it even more. In that sense, he's enabled the likes of Mount, Ziyech, Werner, whoever it is, to run in behind. And that's really, really been a successful trait to Lukaku. And I do think it's been fantastic for Chelsea. And it looks like a good signing, not just on a goal scoring front, but on a sort of general gameplay, if you will, front as well. Max saying, can I follow you? If you would like to follow me, absolutely. If you want to go over to my Twitch as well and give me a follow on there. So yeah, I'm getting myself set up on everything. So hopefully we'll get lucky and get a few viewers on each stream. And Josh Wilkinson is in the chat. Hope you're doing well, Josh. Hopefully your PCR test has come back negative. Yeah, that's right, negative. Don't just want to wish COVID on him for no. Yeah, don't want to wish COVID on him for no reason. Chelsea at the edge of the box here. Lovely tight play here. Havertz goes back out wide to Ziyech. Ziyech to whip it in, and it's defended well at the front post there by Danilo, I think that was, getting his head in the way. What's the halftime game? Is it Jose or not Jose? We're renaming it, Fraser. It's No Way Jose now. I made it too catchy in the first place. We're renaming it. It is No Way Jose. Jake's going to give it a go. Jake, all you've got to do is get more than one right, and you'll have beaten Josh Ring. Josh did three. He had 3 rounds last night, the other night, and only got 1 right. And Jordan, lovely pullback to Lukaku. Saved by the keeper.
Yeah, I've not seen the game before, so I'm excited to see what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be re-uploading the halftime game for you guys. So if anyone misses it or anything like that, we can re-upload it, make it a little bit funnier. And Shah, we're not playing Shah or no Shah because Shah just dislikes the videos anyway. So why would we treat you to that, Shah? Why would we treat you to that? 7 minutes in here, Chelsea dictating the play so far in this game. They've not really had an half opportunity for Lukaku, but dictating the play, and that's good to see. But Jorginho has given the ball away there, and here is Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi got Chiesa running wide of him. Is that a foul from Kovacic? No, referee says lovely tackle if that isn't a foul. Referee says it's absolutely fine. Very, very.
He had a good view of it, so it must be all right.
Yeah, and I just get nervous when it's that close to the edge of the box, but very well tracked back there from Kovacic. That's something that we've really, really come to love and admire about Kovacic's game now, is the mobility, isn't it? And how he enables us to go from defence to attack.
Yeah, just his partnership with Jorginho. They both bounce off each other. It is a good partnership.
There we are. I was about to cough, and then I tried to keep it in so I didn't talk over you, and it hurt my throat. Yeah, I know what you mean. Jake, about Kovacic. That is actually a really good tackle from Mateo Kovacic there. Juventus fans weren't happy with it. But I know what you mean about Kovacic, because Kovacic has that little extra yard of pace that Jorginho doesn't. They kind of complement each other brilliantly.
Yeah.
Chelsea, though, really, really dictating play in this opening 10 minutes. Very impressed. Juventus now just getting on the ball a little bit. They need to find their way in this game if they want to really progress. Who are you most nervous about playing against tonight, Jake?
What do you mean who my most well, which player?
Yeah.
What in Juventus' team?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's no one really that threatening. When you've taken out Dybala and Morata, I would have said one of them two originally. They're both out injured. It's got to be Chiesa.
Mm. But they do have that young man at the back, Matthias de Ligt, who is a bit of a man mountain now, isn't he? He's what, 22, 23 now?
Mm.
And feels like he's been around for ages now since he broke onto the scene that season when Ajax got all that way to the semi-final and only denied by an incredible Lucas Moura hat-trick. He's developing into a lovely, lovely footballer, isn't he, Matthias de Ligt?
Yeah, he struggled settling in, didn't he, at Juventus the first season? But he's really settled in now, and he's starting every game pretty much.
Yeah, Chelsea there with a bit of a nothing free kick, really. Wasn't the greatest of free kicks. And just looking at that Lukaku chance again from the corner, maybe something they'd been working on the training ground there. Sam, you naughty. You're supposed to have that with water. It is with water. I've not just drank it. I don't know how to prove it, but I'm not just drinking it straight. It is with water. I'm not that much of an idiot. Sam, name one youngster you want to see have a great season in Chelsea. All of them. I want to see all the Chelsea youngsters have a great season. Does Ruben Loftus-Cheek still count as a youngster?
I don't know, how old is he now?
26.
Is he that old?
Yeah. Oh God. He looked good though against City for the spells he came on, didn't he, Ruben Loftus-Cheek? He looked confident on the ball, and that's all we can really ask for.
I want to say yes, but I fell asleep during the second half.
Nice one, Jake. Classy.
Yeah.
And Max, I haven't got my phone on me, but yeah, I'll sort that out afterwards. Please stop spamming the chat with the same message. Thank you. Ziyech doing a bit of defensive work there, and what a surprise. Ziyech is giving away a foul. What have you made of Ziyech in a Chelsea shirt, Jake?
Yeah, disappointing, really. I mean, he's got a good pass on him, but there's something about it. He's just Ajax in the Dutch league. He's a good player, but adapting to the Premier League and fitting in with the top tier English side, it's not really worked out the best for him.
No, I think I agree with that. I think he has his moments, doesn't he? And he likes playing against Manchester City, but other than that, it's like he just doesn't look like the player we expected we were going to get. And I saw loads of people criticising Tuchel for it. It's clearly not Tuchel's fault. Like, I do think Chelsea's recruitment last summer was good, but it wasn't great. And I think you look at the players we brought in, and I think none of them were really proven, were there, other than Chilwell. None of them were proven in the Premier League. And I think that's why Werner's been singled out, but Werner doesn't fit into Tuchel's style of play either, and so that would have never have been a player that Tuchel would have bought. He would never have bought a Werner. He wouldn't have bought a Ziyech because they just don't really fit into how he likes to play. But Max says he rates Ziyech, so
that's why it seems odd why they let Lampard go so early.
Yeah,
after making all these signings.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they were his decision. Lovely ball into the feet of Lukaku there, holding off Bonucci, rolled out back again to Ziyech. Just a bit of recycling play here for background to Rudiger. But like Lampard, though, we didn't like Rudiger, and Rudiger now looks like an unstoppable force in defence. And it's weird how it works. Yeah. It really is weird how it works, this sort of how players play under different roles and different formations and whatever it may be. It's been really strange over the last season or so. A bit of a short pass there from Kovacic, but regathered by Rudiger. Alonso goes to drive one in. It's the back of Locatelli's head, though. I just find I do agree with you, though, there about that Frank Lampard comment, though. Like, it's his team, isn't it? Like, you still look at it and it is his team. And to be honest with you, I know they've brought in Lukaku, but I still think Lukaku would have been a Lampard signing. I still think we'd have been going in for a big striker this season if we didn't if we still had Frank Lampard, and I still think Lukaku would have been top on that list. Maybe someone a bit more mobile, but I still think he would have been top on that list.
It's not Immobile then.
I think we should kick you off the channel for
that.
I think we should. Good evening to Paddy as well, saying our club is, and I'm not going to use that in case if YouTube decide to take me down, but thank you for joining us, Paddy. And how does it feel having lost 3 games in a row in the Premier League? So that's all I'm going to ask. And now you're below Arsenal. Enjoy it, Paddy. Enjoy it. We're the champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. Sam, I shared this with my nan. Thank you. Thank you for sharing it with your nan. I hope your nan enjoys watching tonight's stream. Here's Marcus Alonso. Mateo Kovacic. Oh, I thought Chelsea were going to go forward there, but they didn't. They just went backwards. Marcus Alonso looked like he was in a really, really promising position, but Chelsea have given the way. Yeah, Chelsea have given the ball away here, but don't worry. Oh my God, Rabiot, that was awful. I think that was the single worst through ball I think I've ever seen. That was genuinely.
That was
awful.
Just a pass to the keeper. That.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Max saying Tuchel needs his own recruitment, then we can really identify his style. Yeah, I think we've maybe got his style sort of 90% of the way there, if you know what I mean. But I just don't think that final cutting edge of a Thomas Tuchel side is quite here. But then how long do we wait for that to blend in and mold and stuff like that, and for him to get his own side? Because you don't get players like Sir Alex, or people who stay there for a long time, Arsene Wenger, David Moyes when he was at Everton. You don't get managers like this. But that's a lovely play with Lukaku to Havertz, but ended up with nothing there. You don't get that. So then after what amount of time do you then say, actually, this isn't a Thomas Tuchel side? Is Thomas Tuchel ever going to get a Thomas Tuchel side? And what point do you then end up giving up that it'll be a Thomas Tuchel side, and you've just got to use what you've got at your disposal and make the most of the players? And, that's what Frank Lampard had to do, wasn't it? Just make the most of the players he had.
Yeah, I mean, he had a transfer ban.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Are Chelsea going to make the most of some of these passes here? They've been dominating possession, but yet to find that sort of that key pass just to thread someone through.
Yeah, they seem to rely on Ziyech to be getting the balls into the box.
It's a bit of a weird one. It might be because they've got Azpilicueta out on that right-hand side, and obviously with him not being the quickest, maybe the idea of what they normally do is they have the sort of wide wing backs and the inverted sort of attacking midfielders, Chelsea. So maybe that is not as possible, but Azpilicueta will give it a good go. Maybe it's just something in the heads of some of the Chelsea players, with knowing that he maybe isn't the most mobile of players. But that was a lovely ball in behind there, looking for Marcus Alonso. Just overhit it there. And Marcus Alonso has pushed over Juan Cuadrado there. And he's given away a foul and got the first yellow card of the night for Marcus Alonso.
Do you think Reece James would be playing if he was fit?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
There's been a few games this season where Azpilicueta has played in that role he's playing now.
Yeah, but I just think, especially tonight, maybe against a team that aren't as strong defensively, maybe a little bit slow defensively, I think they could really, really do with Reece James just to be strong, powerful, fast, blast past them.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there.
The transfer ban was a blessing, and it isn't even in disguise. Well, I mean, we got to fall in love with Mason Mount, didn't we? So, not sure what more we can ask for at the end of the day. And Oliver saying Villarreal looking good. Let's have a look around the scores from the rest of the games. We've got Bayern Munich 1, Dynamo Kiev 0, SL Benfica 1, Barcelona 0, Atalanta 1, Young Boys 0, and that is full time there. Manchester United 0, Villarreal 0. That is a repeat of the Europa League final, don't forget. And then we've got RB Salzburg 0, Lille 0, Wolfsburg 0, Sevilla 0. Zenit St. Petersburg, the other game in this group, they absolutely battered Malmo 4-0 in the early kickoff. And of course, we are here tonight with Chelsea 0, Juventus 0, or Juventus 0, Chelsea 0. How did we get the transfer ban? I believe it was something about buying under 18s.
Yeah, some academy players.
Oh, Juventus are through here, though, with Chiesa. He's got Bernardeschi supporting him. Oh, he's just dragged it wide. He has just dragged it wide there. He's trying to claim that it was a save from Eduard Mendy, but I think it's just a shot that's not on target. But it's poor again from Chelsea. Chelsea losing the ball again. Chiesa does brilliantly to get away from the Chelsea defenders. And then I think it is a goal kick. It has been given as a goal kick. But Chelsea are playing out from the back here, and I'm a little bit worried. Mendy's overhit that pass again, and that's another overhit pass. And Chelsea have given the ball away again. A very common theme so far. They keep giving away the passes, keep giving away the ball tonight, Chelsea, and it's going to cause them problems. Chiesa nearly managed to pounce there. Oh my gosh.
Kovacic nearly costing us again. That's twice now.
Yeah, especially considering we gave him such high praise. He must have heard us and don't like it.
Yeah.
Must have heard us and don't like it. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. Locatelli looking for a ball in behind toward Bernardeschi, but intercepted there by Christensen, who for a second there I thought was Kai Havertz because they're both as tall and lanky as each other. Ziyech with a poor touch again, well intercepted there by Locatelli, and off goes Juan Cuadrado. And that, what a tackle that was from Kovacic there to break up the play from Juan Cuadrado. Here's Ziyech. Ziyech is going to roll that into Jorginho. Here he is. Aspilicueta comes inside to offer something different. Jorginho, he's got an absolute white and black wall in front of him there of the Juventus kits. He can't seem to get himself through. Alonso's come back out onto this left-hand side away from his normal centre attacking striker, right back, left back role that he usually plays in. He plays in a very confusing position. Marcos Alonso is the furthest man up the field most of the time. Look at Chelsea in possession here, Jake. When Christensen's got the ball, there's only literally Thiago Silva marking, and then there's all of the Chelsea players sort of in Juventus's half, and it's almost like they're playing one sweeper, two defenders, two midfielders, then everyone else. It's very, very attacking, isn't it?
Yeah, complete difference to Sunday. That was a very defensive game, but we've definitely come out with a different attitude today.
Yeah, even if Kovacic hasn't got his passing boots on. But Kovacic rolls it into Lukaku. Lukaku with a poor touch there. That is classic Romelu Lukaku from Manchester United. But Chelsea have won the ball back high again. That's a poor pass from Marcos Alonso. Ziyech is going to have to recover again. Yeah, it is much improved, isn't it, from that opening first half of the Man City game. Chelsea looked a little bit off in that game, and I think that was because of that three in midfield. But here goes Havertz into the feet of Lukaku. Lukaku tries to bully De Ligt off the ball, but it manages to go back in towards Wojciech Szczesny. And Shah is going to go. He's going to be back at 9 or 9:30. He's going to eat his lovely dinner. Well, enjoy, Shah. Enjoy. I hope you have a lovely dinner, like you say. 23 minutes played here, and Chelsea 0, Juventus 0 so far. I just can't get my head around those few mistakes Mateo Kovacic has made. It's so unlike him. So unlike him.
Bring on Loftus-Cheek.
Already. Bring on Saul. I think that's such a weird signing. I don't know about you, Jake, but I think that's such a weird signing.
I just thought it was unnecessary. Just don't think we needed anyone like him.
Yeah.
But Tuchel must have obviously thought we needed it.
Yeah, but
he wasn't impressed that first game when he started against. Can't remember who he started against, but he came off at half time, didn't he? Because Tuchel said he thought he could adapt to the game, but he hasn't. Sloppy passes, out position. So I think he's had to work a bit on the training ground.
Yeah, we'll have to. I think that's what Tuchel almost needs to see is the fact that there's a reason why Jurgen Klopp never brings in new signings quickly.
Yeah.
Because people can't deal with it. And I think that was the problem with the likes of Werner, the likes of Havertz, the likes of Ziyech. They were all chucked in at the deep end and they were like, right, now you've got to play. You've all got to play together and you've all got to play. And I think that's the problem when you move to a new club.
It's very rarely that you get settled in and adapt and play to your best ability that quickly.
Yeah, I think even Mo Salah had a few games sort of to adapt in, when he's first signed and stuff like that. And I know for a fact that the likes of Firmino, Andy Robertson, a classic, he didn't play for ages. They played James Milner and they still had him. And they had Robertson. So that is one thing I think Tuchel needs to look at in terms of when he does bring in players. Obviously, someone like Lukaku, he is Premier League proven. So that's not as much of an issue. But even still, Lukaku's 4 years older than what he was when he was playing at Everton and really banging the goals in. But that's a lovely play from Lukaku there to find Havertz. And it's a great defensive tackle there from, I think that was Bentancur who got a lovely foot in.
Yeah, I think it is.
A lovely tackle there. Havertz I think he's been better tonight. I know we're only 20 minutes in, but he looks a little bit better than what he has been in recent weeks. Here's Kovacic making a darting run, rolls it into the feet of Lukaku. Lukaku tries to bring it down. Weird how Chelsea are just using Lukaku almost like a backboard at the minute, aren't they? So you play the ball into him, get it back from him. Jorginho looking to do it again there. Really strange. And
he can just hold up that ball though. They pass it to him. Defenders can't really get their foot round, so maybe they're trying to work a tactic for him to hold that play up a bit. So, midfielder to run into the box.
Yeah, just seeing that tackle again on Kai Havertz. That was a very, very well timed tackle there from Bentancur. A lovely, clean tackle, won the ball, didn't touch the man. Even better, 72% ball possession for Chelsea. Oh my gosh, 72%, Jake. That is that is mental.
Yeah,
that is absolutely mental.
Just need to keep it up.
We absolutely do. Ball in behind here for Bernardeschi to run onto. Rabiot. We haven't heard much of Juan Cuadrado for a little while, I must say. We haven't heard much of Juventus going forward in his defence. Here's Bentancur. Danilo. Cuadrado there with a really poor touch, but no Chelsea player has gotten to the end of that again. Lovely ball there into the feet of Chiesa, looks to pull it round. Defended nicely by Chelsea. Made him off balance, couldn't quite flip the ball around and get the ball back into the feet of Cuadrado, and it's gone out for a goal kick for Chelsea. That was better, though, from Juventus, wasn't it, Jake?
Yeah, it's looking very threatening for Chelsea.
It looked like a real problem there. It looked like it could have caused a few issues. At the best of times there, it looked like it could have caused a few issues. And just a few maybe warning signs there for Chelsea that whilst they may not end up being the best form, Juventus, they are more than capable, very much so, more than capable of causing problems and scoring goals.
Yeah, our defence can't afford to switch off at the moment.
Absolutely. If you haven't already and you are enjoying the stream, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, or if you're watching on Twitch, be sure to give us a follow, whatever it may be. I don't know what it is on Twitch, but there we are. If you are watching over there, and be sure to say hi as well. We haven't received any Twitch messages yet, so be sure to say hi as well. Oh, lovely ball in there. Poor touch, though, by Ziyech. He has been fouled, though, at the halfway line. Thiago Silva just looking a little bit more direct there with that pass, and it's won Chelsea a free kick, but not really in an advanced position, so it didn't really make too much of a difference. But Chelsea are on the attack here. Aspilicueta looks to loft one in, looking for Lukaku, just over the head of Lukaku. No such joy so far for Chelsea in attacking areas. Juventus looking, I wouldn't say they look steady. I wouldn't say they look overly strong, but they look capable. And that's all they need to do. And that's a ball in behind looking for Chiesa, but he's been given offside there by the linesman. It did look offside when the ball went through there from Danilo. just half a yard. I don't think he needs to make that run either that early. Sam, what do you think? What do you think of Man United in there? Think of Man United? I mean, they're all right. Don't really know what else to say, Fraser, if I'm honest with you. Other than that, they're all right. They probably should be doing better than what they are, but they're all right.
Is Ronaldo playing?
I don't know. I don't know if Ronaldo's playing this evening. I'm assuming he will be. Yeah, Ronaldo's playing. De Gea, Dalot, obviously, because Wan-Bissaka's still thingy, isn't he? Sent off. Havertz with a strong run there, but defended nicely by Juventus. Lindelof, Varane, Alex Telles, Scott McSauce, Paul Pogba, Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Juventus on the attack there with Rabiot. Rabiot cuts on his right foot. Oh, that's better. That is better from Juventus. That looks a little bit more promising from Juventus. Direct. Chelsea, we don't mind those shots from there. It's got to be a worldie to score, but Rabiot more than capable of scoring a worldie. But it is better, isn't it, Jake, by Juventus?
Yeah, they're actually getting shots off. You know, that's what Chelsea are doing. We're not testing the keeper. We're not testing Chesney. You know, we're passing the ball around their box, but we're not getting the final product. Yeah,
we're trying to walk it in a little bit too much, aren't we? I think that's the one criticism you can have of this Chelsea side is they don't take shots from outside the box. They like to make sure that when they shoot, they are goals. Obviously, other than Timo Werner. But other than him, we like to make sure it's a good opportunity and that we're actually going to be capable of scoring the goal, aren't we? So,
yeah.
That's a lovely touch by Chiesa, and he's got away from Jorginho as well there. Lovely touch there from Chiesa to bring the ball into play. He just plays by himself, Chiesa. Looks to pull the ball back in towards Bernardeschi, but not quite on the same wavelength. And I've seen so many videos of people saying Chiesa just plays by himself and everyone else is just there. And from that running there, it was lovely running, wasn't it? In behind, and fantastic stuff. And I don't know how he does it. I really don't. He just looks like he's always ready to run in behind and cause problems. And it's absolutely mental to me. Absolutely mental to me. But there we are.
Can hear your clock ticking.
You can hear my clock ticking?
Is there a clock ticking?
Yeah, I've got one here.
Oh.
I didn't realise it was that loud. Oh. Here's Kovacic. 30 minutes played here in Italy. Rudiger. Come on, let's have something. This has been one of the most slow-paced games I think I've ever commented on. And that's including the games like Burnley, Fulham, which are very, very slow games. But even they had goals, so surely we've not picked the only game tonight that doesn't have goals. Touch wood. If you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button for us. That would be absolutely sensational. I would appreciate that massively. Max is back, and United are being bad apparently. There we are from our correspondent over at Manchester. Max Gamer 15. Ziyech into Rudiger. Rudiger back to Ziyech again. Chelsea being very patient, but it's boring the hell out of me. Look to try find the feet of Lukaku there. It's been defended well, and Havertz has given away a foul. Oh, come on, Chelsea. It is slow tonight. It's a very, very slow one.
The event is just keeping their position very well. It's hard. Chelsea find it very hard to break them down.
Yeah, it looks really, really difficult for Chelsea to break them down at the moment. It's really, really causing them problems. So, who knows what's going to happen, to be honest with you. Who knows what's going to happen in this game. It's definitely a more difficult game than maybe we all gave Juventus credit for so far. so far this evening. But Juventus have grown into it, haven't they?
Definitely. I mean, it's not a game that I don't mind losing this game, if you get what I mean. It's definitely the biggest game of the group, but I think the more important games are the less decent teams.
Yeah.
Like if we get back to beat Malmo and Zenit both times, then we don't really have to worry about the Juve score that much.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on whether you want to get through, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excuse me. If you want to get through in first or if you want to get through in second. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to copy the URL and I'm going to chuck this in here. So if anyone has Twitch and fancies watching over on there, be sure to go and have a look, check it out. I don't really know what I'm doing over on Twitch, but let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. It's all new to me, and I'll get used to it. I just thought might as well post it somewhere else, eh? Might as well post it somewhere else. Oh, Chelsea nearly gave the ball away again there, Christiansen, but managed to recover the ball nicely. Chelsea are being pressed now by Juventus, and yeah. What? How did Jorginho get the foul there?
I wasn't watching.
Classic JK, like classic JK. To not be watching. Mitrovic hat trick. He is doing them. Mitrovic. Who's Mitrovic playing for? What? Why are we mentioning Mitrovic? Oh, maybe Max is slightly behind us. Maybe that's why. Villa being great. I'm so confused as to what's going on here. Oh, Villarreal. Oh, I was like, Oliver, Aston Villa aren't playing. 10 minutes, and then at least we've got the halftime show in 10 minutes. That'll at least be a lot more positive when we get the halftime show. Hopefully, Chelsea come out with a bit more fire in their bellies tonight in the second half, because it's not been great. Only one attempt on target, and that was that half opportunity for Lukaku, sort of in the first, it must have been the first 10 minutes that. And so, as you can tell, it's been very, very dry. Very dry. Oh, Mitrovic is playing. Are Fulham playing tonight then? That's what I'm guessing he was saying. But there we are. Oh, we've got 2 viewers on Twitch. Thank you. Brilliant stuff. Oh. And he did his Mitro celebration as well, Max says. So what more can you ask for, Max? What more can you ask for, realistically? You can't really ask for much more, can you? Can't really ask for much more. Juventus, though, they're really looking to get in behind Chelsea and exploit maybe some of the wide areas when Marcus Alonso, when Aspilicueta push further forward. They're looking to use that space in behind the Chelsea fullbacks. And so far, it's been working. Chiesa with his pace, Cuadrado with his pace. Cuadrado, though, looks like he drops into almost a 5 at the back there. And, oh, my gosh, Jake, you're going to laugh at that. Did you see that just bounce off the top of his head? So smooth, just slid off the top of his head. He was onside as well. And what a ball that is from Rudiger. But
it
almost looks like something out of like a cartoon or something like that. You know what I mean? Because the way it just sort of hits his head and just goes boink and goes straight off. Sensational stuff. It really is. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Oh gosh. Gosh.
So, right, do we have a different badge on our sleeve because we're champions?
Is that a thing?
I don't know. We have a different badge. I didn't know if that was a thing or not.
I don't know. I've not really noticed it. That's a lovely touch though from Lukaku into Havertz. Havertz giving the ball away again. Jay, why did you buy a Havertz top?
Well, because I didn't know who to get on the back. I didn't have to get anyone on the back anyway, but I thought Havertz is our best player.
Oh,
So.
off goes Chiesa again. Chiesa's absolutely done Christiansen for pace. Chiesa needs to find a team that actually plays with him. Here's Cuadrado, the former Chelsea man. Rolls it back to Locatelli from range. And he's managed to win a free kick, though. Cuadrado in a very, very advanced position. I do have Twitch. I have linked it, Fraser. So go and follow over there and do stuff on Twitch, which people on Twitch do.
It's a good tackle there by Cobes. Oh, no.
I think that's been given as a foul. Yeah. I mean, they've taken the shot, so they've got the advantage, haven't they? But it is a very dangerous position, though, here from Chelsea. For Chelsea, as I don't know who's stepping over this. They've got Bernardeschi, they've got Juan Cuadrado, who of course used to play for Chelsea. We're looking at Alvaro Morata, who used to play for Chelsea. God, just a bunch of Chelsea rejects. Watch that come to bite me on the backside now.
Looks like Bernardeschi is going to take it.
Yeah, the focus from the cameraman is on Bernardeschi. Here he is. Referee blows his whistle. Looks like it'll be Bernardeschi to hit this one. About 24 yards out is what I'm going with. 24, that's my say. Maybe not even that. Maybe 22. Bernardeschi. Looks to whip one. Hits straight into the Chelsea wall there. Only as far as Alexandro, though. Chiesa. Cuadrado. Back to Chiesa. Into Alexandro. Blocked off, though, Chiesa by, I think that was Antonio Rudiger. Do you answer the Twitch chat? Yes. Yes, I do. Batman says, lovely to have you back, Batman. That was the weirdest sentence I think I was never thought I would say. Lovely to have you back, Batman. But that has made my day. Do you think Alonso needs to come off for Chilwell? Jake, I'll let you have a go.
Not right now. I think Kovacic needs to come off. And then maybe Ziyech Havertz, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you bring on Werner, don't you?
Yeah, we haven't got a lot of attacking options today.
No. We've got slightly more, though, than Juventus have. And from that following free kick's just gone straight into the hands of Eduard Mendy. Do you answer to Twitch chat? Yes, of course I do. I can see all of them on here, Fraser. But thank you for going over. And if you could you'd be my first follower, Fraser, if you follow me. So, no, don't screw Twitch. Don't screw Twitch. Don't. No.
Why have you gone for Twitch as well?
I don't know. It just gave me the option to, so I thought I might as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I put hi, Fraser, to him. Oh, you can, lol. Yeah, I can see them both. It does it simultaneously, Fraser. It's why when me and Josh do streams together, only one of us can see all the chats in one go. So it's usually me. There we are. If you haven't already, go over to Twitch, give it some love. Let's start growing. Let's start growing that one as well. In case if you guys prefer using Twitch, lovely ball from Rudiger into the feet of Havertz. Havertz, though, with a weird opportunity at goal there. I won't screw Twitch. Good, Fraser. Good. It's nice to see some actual Twitch feedback here. The more viewers we get, the better. And yeah, should be good if we can start getting some stuff on Twitch as well. Might as well use as many platforms as possible, whatever's most accessible. The Juventus players like to do, and this is going to sound weird, like when someone plays the ball into them, just as the ball's coming towards them, they like to go and run behind the player in the hope that the Chelsea player misses it. And they do that quite a lot. Follow now. Exactly. Everyone go over with Fraser. Go over to Twitch and drop the Twitch some love. Jake, I don't know if you know, but you are on mute. I just thought I'd let you know before you start speaking. And you do what you do on Xbox and sit there for 20 minutes speaking to yourself.
I probably would have done that. Yeah.
Lukaku with two squared up to him, but defended nicely by Juventus. That was probably the first time we've seen Lukaku out of that central position tonight. And I'm not against it because I think sometimes we are a little bit using Lukaku as a backboard, aren't we?
Yeah, Juventus and Chelsea come with very different styles of play today. Juventus attacking very wide, stretching our defence out, whereas we're kind of straight down the middle, passing straight to Lukaku. Yeah, that is very different.
Alonso finds the head of Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, blocked nicely by Bonucci, though. Of course, Bonucci gets his body in the way there. That is a classic Bonucci type of thing to do, isn't it? Gets his body in the way nicely.
Yeah.
Chelsea have plenty of room in the box, though, but it's deemed to be a foul on Danilo there. And Juventus look like they've got away with one. Will
there be any added time, do you reckon?
A minute, max. What are you going with, Jake? Go on. Mini halftime game before halftime. How many?
1 minute, yeah. 1 minute.
You're going 1 minute. We're both going 1 minute. We're going boring. Screw it. I'll go 2 just to spice things up. Oh, there's halftime. So neither.
0.
Neither. Screw Twitch Fraser, come back. It seems weird with Max with a different profile picture. That's so strange. But we'll leave that there, and we will talk about half-time. Jake, what have you made of that boring first half? I feel like we've chosen the only game that is being that boring. At least United are being bad, so
pretty dull. But even though it is even, it's a hard one to call. But just hoping they come back out and it's livens it up a bit, and there's at least a goal.
Yeah, that's what we've got to pray for, hope and pray for, especially if I want my 3-1. There's going to have to be a lot of goals, a lot of goals. So now we will move on to the halftime show. It is No Way Jose. It is the return of it. You guys seem to really like it. And if not, Jake, there's not as many people in the stream tonight, so we can just have a laugh. We can have a bit of a giggle to ourselves anyway. And it should be good fun. So I will explain the rules of the game to you. If anyone is watching on like a re-record or a rerun, God, I felt old saying a rerun. Yes, if you're watching this on Dave in 10 years' time. But anyway, if you are watching this on a rerun, go for it. Skip it. You guys already know. But if you aren't and you don't know what the rules are, basically, Jake, you've got to decide, and people playing along at home, you've got to decide whether this is a Jose Mourinho quote or if it's something that I myself have made up. Max, Fraser, you two are both in the chat, so please do let me know if you guys are both ready and you're ready to rumble. But it should be good fun. Jake, you should enjoy it. And that does mean we are starting the game No Way Jose. So we've got a comment. It says, since I got 2 accounts, I can vote ×2, says Fraser. If you would like, Fraser, but that just means you just 50-50 yourself all the time, which doesn't really make any sense. But here we go. Here is No Way Jose. And Jake, we've got 5 rounds for you to pick from. So pick a number between 1 and 5 for No Way Jose.
We'll go in the middle. We'll go 3.
Number 3. So a player seems to have problems understanding things. Maybe he should have an IQ test or go to a mental hospital or something. Is that a Jose Mourinho quote or a Sam Redgate-Large quote?
Samuel Redgate-Large quote.
Why? What makes you say that it's a Sam Redgate-Large?
I can't imagine him saying go to a mental hospital or something. I don't know.
It is the most random quote in the world, and whether I've come up with it, whether Jose Mourinho's
it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't know if that's something he would say.
I mean, it does seem very abrupt, doesn't it? It does seem quite, especially in the climate we're in currently. Max is ready. He says, tough one. Batman's saying Sam. Fraser's going Sam quote, but on Twitch. And Max is going Sam. So those are the decisions. And you've all gone for a Sam Redgate-Large quote. But I can confirm to you, Jake.
Right.
A player seems to have problems understanding things. Maybe he should have an IQ test or go to a mental hospital or something is a Jose Mourinho quote.
Really?
Yes. And would you like to know who the player is? Because that's why I changed it to a player, because I was like, it just seemed too random. Like if I'd have said who the player was, you'd have been like, that's totally Sam. It's such a random player to pick. Do you know who it is?
What
Can
team
you
did he
guess
play
it?
for?
Chelsea. He was at Chelsea under Jose.
I'm not sure.
Ricardo Carvalho. That's what he said about
Really?
Ricardo Carvalho. Yep, that is what he said. So that does mean, Jake, you are 1-0 down. And comments as well. I think everyone got that wrong. So you are all 0-1 for the first round of No Way Jose. So, Jake, you've picked number 3. We've got 1, 2, 4, and 5 left.
4.
What do you fancy? You go in with 4. You are going with 4. So, number 4 is, I studied Italian 5 hours a day for many months to ensure I could communicate with players, media, and fans. Ranieri has been in England for 5 years and still struggled to say good morning. Is that a Jose Mourinho quote or a Sam Redgate-Large quote?
Have you like modified some quotes and made them your own?
No, that is what I've made sure to do. I haven't taken, I'm a very special person and then gone, I am a okay person and just changed it slightly.
Right.
If it is a quote, it is a complete Jose Mourinho quote, or it is something that I have come up with in particular. So let us know, chat. Let us know, Jose or not Jose.
I'm gonna say Jose.
You're going with Jose. Are you sure? You don't look very confident on that one, Jake. You really don't.
Ranieri. Why would you say about Ranieri though?
Why not? Why would I say about Ricardo Carvalho? What are you going with?
I'm just trying to think. When have they?
I'm going to say lost, Jake.
I'm saying I'm going to go with Jose.
You are going with Jose Mourinho. Okie dokes. You are going with Jose Mourinho. So, Mike said it's probably Pogba he's talking about with the IQ one. Nice. Or as Josh Ring said the other day, you Pogba. Once you started reading it for the second team, I knew it was Jose, and Batman's going with Sam. Batman reckons it's me. So I studied Italian 5 hours a day for many months to ensure I could communicate with players, media, and staff. Ranieri has been in England for 5 years and struggled to say good morning. JK. That is a Jose Mourinho quote. Well done. You're back level. You're back level. You've got yourself even. You're not going to finish absolutely rock bottom. You're at least tied with Josh Ring now. You've got to get yourself up to 4, though, to beat Jordy Spence. Jordan, you got 4 out of 5, yeah. 4 out of 5. So what have we got? You said 3 and 4. We've got 5, 1, and 2.
Number 5.
Number 5. So, number 5 for No Way Jose is, I don't care if people call my style of play boring, it gets results. And at the end of the day, we are judged on results, not on our style of play. Is that a Jose Mourinho quote or a Sam Redgate-Large quote, Jay? Let us know you're thinking. What are you thinking about?
It seems like a very generic thing a manager would say. So I'm going to go with Sam. It's not very out there. It's not very. It's like that's like something that like any manager would say. It's not really particular Jose thing.
It's just the way he said that. That seems like something a manager would say. I'm going to go with Sam.
But not Jose.
You just retracted the math there. You were like, no.
It's very generic. It's not very Jose-esque.
So it's not out there enough for that to be Jose Mourinho. Batman going down because he lost last time. Max saying Sam. Yes, Sam, I'm back. That Sam says Shah. Good to have you back, Shah. Can I use Google? No. That defies all point, Fraser. Yeah. Otherwise, it's not a game. It's just who can Google the fastest, and that's not a very fun game. I mean, depends on how you do it, but not. But Everyone is going Sam. No one's backing Jose Mourinho. Even Jake, who said it sounds like something a manager would say, said that I'd say it. So maybe I would make a good manager if that's what if that's what I sound like. But I think we've got all the votes in here. So I don't care if people call my playstyle boring. It gets results, and at the end of the day, we are judged on results, not our style of play. JK, this would take you above Josh Ring.
Ooh.
You are correct. It is a Sam Redgate-Large quote. It was something that had been come up with by myself. And you are right. It is just a very generic one. And that's why I did it. I thought that might catch a few people out. But, Jake, that does mean you are now 2-1. You've got a positive KD, if that's what people say. Kill to death ratio. You are positive now. And Max says yes. And Shava is saying it was him. And you finally got one correct, Fraser. You absolutely have. So the final two, Jake, we have 1 and 2 left. It's up to you. What do you choose?
Number 2, please.
Number two. So number 2, which will get you, if you get this right, Jake, you will be on 3 out of 4.
Oh.
Players go down so easy nowadays. A light breeze and they're rolling around on the floor like babies. Is that a Jose Mourinho quote or a Sam Redgate-Large quote? Jake, explain your thoughts. In depth for 6 marks. Tell us your thoughts. No.
I'm trying to picture it in his accent. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm trying to picture him actually saying that in his accent.
I mean, I can't do a Jose Mourinho accent, so
I can't
really help you. Players, oh no, that sounds more Russian. Vodka, players go down so easy nowadays. Oh God, I can't even think about you say. I can't hear Jose speak now in my head.
I remember when I was little, and I must have only been very young, like 5 or 6. My grandpa called me up, and I was on the phone, and he just put on a Portuguese accent and said, making out like he was Jose Mourinho. And I actually bought it. I genuinely got excited. I actually thought it was him.
And that concludes story time with JK.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. Jay, we need more of these anecdotes. The chat will love it.
Right.
What are you going with? Sam Redgate-Large or Jose Mourinho?
I'm going with Sam Redgate-Large.
You're going with me. So let's have a look. Jake, you look like my old PE teacher whose name was Mr. Oddly Shaped Head.
Who said that?
Shah, that's Jose. Shah's saying that's Jose. Write an essay, please, Jake. 7 marks. Max says Jose. Fraser's going Sam. So I think you're all pretty much split in half here, guys. If Jake, you're going, are you backing Fraser? Or are you going Sam?
I'm going Sam.
Yeah, you're going with Fraser. Going with Fraser. Jose, because it sounds like he got given a pen against him. Maybe so. Only time will tell. I don't know if Batman is still in the chat, but Batman, if you are still in the chat, I cannot believe I'm saying Batman if you're in the chat. But if you are in the chat, Batman, let us know what you think. But I will reveal it to you now, Jake. So what did you go with? You went with me, didn't you?
Yeah, I went with you, yeah.
So players go down so easy nowadays. A light breeze and they're rolling on the floor like babies, or rolling around on the floor like babies. JK, you are correct. Well done.
Yes.
That is. There you are. You have got, what you on now? 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. Good going. 3 for 1. Doing better than Josh Ring. Josh Ring was not doing great, but you are climbing up that table, and the final one, Jake, will potentially tie you at the top of the leaderboard when I've finally designed a leaderboard with Jordy Spence.
You need to get a few names on there first.
Yeah, it's going to end up being like the Top Gear leaderboard. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll get fastest lap on there. Most appearances on the channel, all that type of thing. Was it Jose or not? It was not Jose Mourinho. It was a Sam Redgate-Large quote. Sam, so you like posting that story on your Instagram? Just caption it, story time with Shah's PE teacher. I mean, it's a bit vague, isn't it? A bit random, that one, Shah. It's a bit not sure everyone knows who Shah is, but there we are. And it was me. I came up with that one. And Jake, we're going to have to speed run this final one. The teams are about to come back out.
Yeah,
so
quick.
Ben Chilwell's going to come on as well. So this is to tie you, Jake, with Geordie Spence at the top of the table. So here we go. Which one haven't I done? You haven't done number 1. That is correct, right?
Yeah, correct. Number 1.
So the final one, Jake, is I have the gift. What can I say? You don't win a Champions League with Porto without being special. Is that a Jose Mourinho quote or a Sam Redgate-Large quote? What are we going with?
I think that is Sam Redgate-Large. I think someone else said that about Jose. I think a player said that about Jose, but not him himself. No, I've seen a quote. I think I've seen a quote where, like, I think Samuel Eto'o said that. Who did he prefer, Mourinho or Guardiola? And he's like saying, "Oh, well."
Are you sure?
I'm going to say Sam.
Sure.
Yeah,
100% sure.
Yeah.
You're not going with Mr. Arrogant who loves himself.
I'm going to embarrass myself. No, Sam. I think that's you.
You think it's me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, chat. You haven't typed anything. Shah's just randomly put my outro song. But thank you for linking it. But there we are. Bit random, Shah. Bit random. But as no one else is playing along, Jake, we've only got a minute left. And here we get some comments. That's Jose, says Shah. Fraser's going with Jose. Jake. I will give you the option. Do you want to change? Fraser going double Jose, doubling down on Jose Mourinho. Chelsea are back underway here. Juventus getting us kicked off for the second half. Jake,
I'm going to stick.
Oh my gosh. Chiesa, 1-0. It's 1-0 in 11 seconds. Oh my gosh. Juventus have just gone up the other end from kickoff and scored.
What are we playing at?
They've just not switched on. It's a fantastic finish from Chiesa. He's found the top corner. But it's awful from Chelsea. It truly is awful from Chelsea. Oh my gosh. It is awful from Chelsea. Jake, what did you say? Did you say you're sticking with me or were you going with Jose?
I'll stick with you.
You're sticking with me, which does mean, Jake, you aren't on 3 out of 5 anymore because you're on 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Which is you top of the leaderboard with Geordie Spence. So thank you for playing this halftime game, and I will get all of the rest of the things all sorted out now because I didn't think I was going to have to do a new thing that quickly. A new new overlay that quickly. But there we are. It is 1-0. It is Federico Chiesa scoring in the 45th minute, I think. Is that classed as the 45th minute?
Yeah.
46th minute is classed as. Literally within 11 seconds of the restart. 11 seconds.
I'm just rewinding it now. I'm just looking back at it, how quick it was.
11 seconds. It was just literally, as soon as I got it, that's why I stopped talking, because I was like, oh, God, this is off in. Like, you know when you just get that feeling that it's going to go in? Oh, it's Jorginho giving away a pen there as well. Bernadeschi's adamant he's giving away a pen there, but referee says play on. Let me change the top banner. Come on. Oh, come on. Let's change the top banner. There we are. Let's get it sorted. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're 1-0 down already in the second half. But we asked for more. We asked for more, didn't we, Jake? We asked for more excitement. We've got the excitement. Yeah. It wasn't quite the excitement we were wanting, but we've at least got it. So
maybe it could be 3-1, like you said.
Yeah. Maybe it could be. But it looks like it's going to be a long second half for Chelsea.
I can't believe how quick that was. Literally 4 people touched the ball.
I know. It was a long ball, wasn't it, from the kickoff? A touchdown, a ball into the feet of Chiesa. And Chiesa, what a finish it is, by the way. Like, don't let mine and Jake's negativity take away from that finish, because
Oh
it
no,
was
that
a
was
fantastic finish.
Yeah, you have
A
to
really
give
good
credit to
finish.
them.
Me and Jake are just negative because we're Chelsea fans, but it was a fantastic finish into that top corner, and what a goal it was as well, might I add. Just a fantastic goal. It was built up nicely, and that does mean it is Chelsea 1. Chelsea won, Juventus won, Chelsea 0. And Charlie saying it's embarrassing, could never be Liverpool. Yeah, that's because you'd never face teams like Juventus. You just play easy teams like Porto. Double-winded there. I kind of shot Jordan in the foot there whilst there was a bit of friendly fire there. Just ain't scared of the Champions League. I'm going to go now, Sam. All right, Max, have a good one. Come on, Juventus, and Shower's on the Juventus bandwagon. That's probably because Manchester United are losing. Are United losing? No, still 0-0 there. But Aspilicueta got him behind there, but De Ligt has got across to him. And now it's going to make for a very, very intense. I was right about Alonso going off for Chilwell. You were Batman. He did get subbed off. Ben Chilwell is on the field of play. But not a good 11 seconds for Ben Chilwell.
No. That is a tight penalty call.
I know. I was just about to say that, Jake. Do you think that's a penalty? Try not to be super duper biased, but
no, I think it does like eclipse him just on the edge of the box.
Yeah, I think he's maybe outside if it is, but Jorginho's definitely got away with one there, and he needs to be more careful.
Yeah.
Definitely needs to be more careful. Chelsea, though, they do look a bit shaken, and Chiesa, he just closes everything. Look at him run. He's mental. That man is mental. He's got so much energy, and I don't understand it. And Bernardeschi might be able to get free here. Has he? No. How is that? Is he really claiming a foul on that Bernardeschi just because he did a poor flick? Batman says get Ziyech off. He's not happy with Ziyech. Batman, he's making all the calls. Batman is Thomas Tuchel at the end of the day. So that was a weird sentence again. Yeah, we don't know the identity of Batman. No, it's 0-0, dead game, Sam. What do you expect from us? I'm regretting supporting United now. I mean, at least you're not 1-0 down. Lukaku pulls back to Chilwell.
That was disappointing.
What was that? I think he thought he was like John Arnorisa and he had a rocket of a left foot and then realised halfway through it was Ben Chilwell.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Chiesa knew as soon as he did that, didn't he? He knew that was off in that top bin. He just knew it, and it is. Oh, I can't believe it's 1-0. I genuinely cannot believe it's 1-0. Oh, that silenced us, hasn't it, Jake? That silenced us. Blimey. If you haven't already, guys, be sure, just a pleasant, friendly reminder to smash that like button for us. That would be absolutely fantastic. Story time with Shah. When I was 6, I thought Messi played for Manchester United. Is that why you supported Manchester United? Because I cannot blame you on that one. But there we are. Bentancur looking to spread the play there. 3-0 past that one, but Alexandro has managed to get the ball there, but intercepted well from Havertz. Havertz has just passed the ball. Oh, Ziyech was there. Yeah. It looked like he didn't know where he'd passed the ball to there.
Yeah.
The
pass didn't quite make it to Lukaku.
Yeah, it was a little bit short, but here goes Bonucci on a run. Bonucci up against. Oh my God, he nutmegged Rudiger as well. But Rudiger stands his ground. But what a run that'd have been. Imagine if Bonucci had scored that. If he'd have gone through and taken a shot, that'd have been insane. But Chelsea can go up the other way. Bonucci's still out of position, but Chelsea haven't been quick enough there to really get the ball forward again. I think Bonucci's still out of position, isn't he? He looks like he's still out of position.
But Bentancur, what's his name? Benat? Can't pronounce his name. He's
Bentancur,
Bentancur.
Yeah, there you are. You can see Bonucci running back finally now.
Walking back.
Yeah, sort of taking a slow, steady jog. Surprised he didn't get a nosebleed being that far up the field. That being said, he did score against Chelsea, against England, didn't he? So I can't really comment.
Mm-hmm.
Ziyech into Kovacic. Kovacic, is he going to wind one up? No, he isn't. Rolls it into the feet of Havertz. Havertz looks to flick it around. Oh my gosh, the touch from Bentancur. Locatelli, very close to finding his own net there. Oh, I think Szczesny had it covered, but you never know with passes like that or strange touches like that. It's absolutely pinged off Locatelli as he's gone to cover it. It's just gone slightly wide.
I think Szczesny would have had that covered anyway.
Yeah, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah, you never know, yeah.
Ben Chilwell's come over to this near side to take it, whips in the corner, but headed clear at the front post. Chelsea are going to have to do much better than that if they want to get a goal tonight. I'd definitely take a point from this. Anything more than a point. Lovely ball from Kovacic, looking for Lukaku and Aspilicueta. And Jake, is your second name Paul?
Yeah, how did you know?
Yeah, he is Jake Paul. There we are. Erin's put, hi Sam and Jake, hope it's going well. Sorry, haven't been on, had a busy night, but enjoy the rest. Thank you, Erin.
No, Erin, it's not going well.
No, it's not going well.
We are losing.
No, we are losing. We need your support, Erin. Sam, is your eyes blue? Mine is green. That was the worst. That was the worst thing. Is your eyes blue? My eyes is blue. My eyes are blue. If you want to have a look, Shah. Look deep into my eyes. Yeah, there you are. Champions of Europe losing. What are your thoughts? My thoughts, good. I didn't realise Villarreal were also losing. I mean, it's not been great, has it? It's been a bit boring, really. But Shah got to look deep into my eyes, so Shah must be happy with himself.
Right.
Come on, Chelsea, says Erin. There we are. We're getting some support here. We're getting some support. Don't blame me. The Man United game is dead. What's going on here? What did I just miss? Panucci. Is that Panucci on the floor or De Ligt on the floor? Weston McKennie warming up. De Ligt. Havertz on De Ligt. There's nothing in that. De Ligt's gone to strike the ball and is, if anything, it's his follow through that's hit Havertz. It shouldn't be De Ligt going around on the floor. It should be Havertz because he's got. I
don't know it's in so much pain. I think it's the landing.
Maybe. I don't really know, but I don't know how they can be calling for Havertz to,
yeah,
to be booked or anything like that, or any repercussions or whatever. It's a 50-50. Havertz is entitled to go for it. He doesn't actually touch De Ligt. De Ligt touches him. F, you are now going to smash that subscribe button. We have just scraped our way past 400. Shah's just copying and pasting my description. Shah, how bored must you be? Thank you for the support to get me there so far. Goals, says Fraser. I mean, I don't. Oh, Villarreal. Villarreal have scored. There we are. At least one of the champions of Europe are winning. Not a good night though for English football by the looks of things.
It's only Liverpool getting the win then so far.
Yeah. Oh yeah, City lost last night, didn't they? What a goal that was from Lionel Messi. Did you catch that?
I saw the goal. I didn't see the game. But yeah, no, that little 1-2. That was
Yeah, it was a lovely goal. I think Messi wasn't really in the game for the most part. A little bit quiet, but sometimes the best players are quiet, aren't they? They just go about their business, don't they? And makes it difficult to mark them because of that. And it is, Villarreal are 1-0 up. Salzburg are now 2-0 up. Wolfsburg are 1-0 up. So there's been a goal in every game at the moment. Bayern Munich, no surprises, 2-0 up now. Benfica is still 1-0 up against Barcelona as well in a big shop. And Sheriff's goal was also very good. My God, have you seen that goal, Jake? That winning goal is such a solid strike into the top. Blimey, into the top corner against Real Madrid. Name a bigger stage. I don't think you can. I really don't think you can. It was a lovely finish into the top corner by the Sheriff player. I would say his name, but I don't have a clue. I don't think I could name a single player from that club, but there we are.
Wait, what nationality even is Sheriff?
Moldovan. Apparently, they're from a part of Europe or it's like Moldova. It's basically they're part of that's supposed to be. It's kind of like Catalonia, which isn't. Some people don't recognise it as a country. Some people do. But apparently, the people who do recognise the area as a country are are also not recognised as countries. So take that as what you will.
Confusing stuff.
Yeah, that's like me being like, "Oh yeah, you're a really good person at doing backflips, Jake," and us both backing each other, even though neither of us can do backflips and none of us can do gymnastics.
Actually, no, I can't do a backflip.
If you could do a backflip, Jake, I will eat my shirt. I'm telling you that now.
All right, well, we'll do it on stream next time.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. And just as you say that, Kira's come in saying, "I love Jake." Lovely to see you, Rory. Thank you for stopping by.
Love you, take care.
No, a bit soppy. Thanks for stopping by, Kira. Oh,
thank you, Kira.
Thank you for stopping by. There we are. I've got my voice back. Up the Villa, says Oliver, after Villarreal going 1-0 up. 60 minutes nearly on the clock here. Jake, who do you want your next substitution to be? Is it time for Timo? Is it Timo time?
It is Timo time, yes.
There's a cross comes in from Ben Chilwell there, but corner defended easily.
I'll bring off Ziyech.
Yeah, I think so. He's been a bit quiet. Havertz has had brief moments, I guess you could say that. He's had brief moments, but it's been better, hasn't it, from Havertz than it has from Ziyech. Jorginho looking to loft one in. Oh, and Chelsea have given away.
Ziyech seems to get the ball a lot, but there's been no final product from him.
That's the thing. He's a bit of an enabler, isn't he? He enables everyone else to do stuff. And Hudson-Odoi's coming on and Loftus-Cheek. So they're all of our substitutions, I think.
You know, 3 or 4.
3, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think we're still on 5 like we used to be.
5, yeah.
Fraser says, can't wait for Timo to miss an open net. Well, he's not coming on. We've got Hudson-Odoi and Loftus-Cheek coming on. Oh, no, we can make more. We must be still on 5 because Chalobah's also warming up. So we are on 5. Timo might be coming on in a bit. Chalobah seems like a weird substitution to make right now.
Yeah, he'll come off. Christians, no.
I don't know, but Havertz is in a promising position here. Havertz driving into the box and he stumbled again. That's my one problem with Havertz. He looks clumsy on the ball, but intercepted well by Thiago Silva. Here's Mateo Kovacic back into Ziyech. Ziyech looks to whip it in, but of course he can't because he's Hakim Ziyech. And he might have given away a foul there as well, and he has in the same breath. He's given away a foul and got himself booked.
Yeah, just take him off.
Yes, people join. Make sure to go join Fraser on the Twitch chat. If you want to go join over there, you can be a follower. You can do more exciting things. I don't know how you set up rewards on Twitch. Someone might have to help me with that, as in like viewership rewards. I think that's a thing on Twitch, isn't it? Oh, it tells you the users in the chat. That's so weird. But there we are. Yeah, there are viewership awards or stuff like that, I think, on Twitch, but I don't know how you do it. I'm gonna have to. I'll Google it for next time, and then Fraser can have some fun with it. Callum Hudson-Odoi is coming on for Hakim Ziyech. We've got Jorginho and Azpilicueta all going off, so that's a weird one. Who's going to be playing at that right wing back role then?
Then that's a change in formation up a little bit.
Must be. Well, someone's got to be at right wing back, though, hasn't there? Someone's got to be at right back. We don't have a recognised right back on. Hudson-Odoi is a wing back, maybe?
Yeah, maybe what? Do you reckon Havertz and Lukaku as 2 strikers?
I don't know. I think Hudson-Odoi... I think Chalobah's gone into centre mid. It looks like Hudson-Odoi's gone as right wing back, and then the formation is... Is Kovacic still on? He is. I'm so confused about this. I'm really confused. Loftus-Cheek on the edge of the box here. We know he's playing in centre mid, but that's all we know.
Maybe it's a 3-5-2.
I have no clue what's going on. Ian McCartney says United scored. Oh, that's not a good thing.
Tellez, I think Tellez scored. He came up with a notification.
Tellez? Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realise he's still playing for United. That's not a good thing, is it, Ian? But thank you for coming back. Appreciate it, mate. Coming over from Josh's streams. And Fraser saying, Man U as well. And Batman says, I'd love to see Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Werner come on. Well, you've got Loftus-Cheek on, Batman. You have got Loftus-Cheek on. I'm expecting Werner to come on, though, if we are still down after about 80 minutes. But that's a lovely ball there from Rabiot to find. Oh, my gosh, what a goal this could be. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, Bernardeschi. What a miss that is. What a miss that is. Ian saying it was a free kick from Tellez as well. He should have. That was such a fantastic goal. You know what that reminded me of? You know that Mandzukic goal in the final when they were against Real Madrid, where it didn't touch the ground? That's what that reminded me of then. I thought it was going to be a brilliant goal. It was a lovely switch from Rabiot, and he's just picked out Cuadrado, was caught it on the volley and just sort of like clipped it. I don't know the best way to describe it. Just lofted it into the path of Bernardeschi, and Bernardeschi's almost panicked a little bit. And he's put it wide. But Chelsea are on the attack now themselves. Hudson-Odoi rolls it back into Christiansen, still trying to work out this. Havertz is in the box. He's bouncing off him. Might have handballed it anyway if that had gone in. Apparently, Batman, it is Alex Tellez who has scored for Manchester United. I'm still trying to work out this formation. Look how high up Christiansen is every time he gets the ball. That looked like a foul, referee. He's not giving it, though, and Chiesa is off on his bike. We've got four. I'm trying to work this out. We've got four centre-backs on the field, a left-back, a right winger who tends to play right wing-back. I thought we were supposed to be going attacking. Oh, God, we're watching this goal again.
You mean the unbelievable finish, right in the top left corner?
Yeah, it is. It is a good goal, and you can only admire it. It is very good football, isn't it? Good touchdown, stuff like that. But we hate Manchester United. Rudiger's got himself booked. Of course he has. Rudiger, the local hothead. Bernard is coming off. 5-star skiller himself.
You see. Is that Kulusevski?
Yeah, Kulusevski. With our best attempts at pronouncing the names. Ben Chilwell has been very quiet. Here's Loftus-Cheek, though. He might be the man, you know. He might be the man. Villa have battered United, apparently. Villarreal apparently battered Manchester United all game, according to our reporters on the feed.
Sources.
Yeah. Tomorrow on BT Sport. Oh, Jake, I forgot we could do a Europa Conference League stream if you really wanted. Oh, imagine that.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
And here's Jeff from down the pub. He swings it into Martin the hairdresser. That's what it'd be like.
Oh, God, it's not even worth watching.
I know. I'm trying to work out who's in centre mid. Is it Christiansen or is it Chalobah? Because they're both quite. It almost looks like we're playing Thiago Silva, then three in front of him like that.
I think Chalobah played as a CDM for the French team he played for. Lorient?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Here is Chalobah. He does look a little bit more in it. I say advanced position. He is a little bit further up the field. Batman with a very good question. Jake, do you think Chelsea missed Mason Mount? I can't answer this because I am too biased.
Are we missing him tonight?
Are we missing him generally?
Generally, yeah. He's one of our top three players. I think. Ziyech just hasn't made that impact what Mount does in the game.
He doesn't quite have the energy, does he? And that's why I think Loftus-Cheek and Chalobah could be okay moves, if you know what I mean. Because they've got a bit more energy, even Hudson-Odoi, but Hudson-Odoi can be a bit lazy sometimes.
Mount's not scared to dribble the ball into the box. He's not afraid to take players on and have a shot.
Oh, that's a poor pass from Kovacic there. It was good play there from Chelsea. That was much better from him. But Mount isn't afraid to shoot either. He's not afraid to shoot from anywhere, and I think that's Chelsea's problem today. Get better soon in Golo. What happened to him? I know he got corona. Yeah, I just think he's got COVID, hasn't he? Which is very annoying. Hang on, my phone's just gone off, so let me just sort my phone out. 2 seconds. There we are. There we are. Apologies. Let's have a look at the poll for this evening. 34 votes on the poll. 24% of people saying Juventus were going to win tonight, with 76% of people going and backing Chelsea with 20 minutes left. Looks like 76% of us are idiots. What happened to Mount? I think he got injured, didn't he? He got a knock a few weeks ago because he came off. Did he come off? I think he came off at half time, didn't he? And then he played a couple of games and then he didn't really look at it. And I think they've just decided to save him for a couple of games and stuff like that. And then I think he picked up another knock anyway.
Yeah, it's better to play it safe and rest him for a few games.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Juventus will be wanting to wind this game down now, but there's still plenty of life in this Chelsea team and a lot of pace. Havertz has done really well there to flick that onto Lukaku. Don't think he meant it, but Lukaku he's just not nimble, is he? He can't get past players. He cannot get past players. And Fraser's back on YouTube. He's got bored of Twitch, but thank you for going over there. I appreciate that. I appreciate that massively. And if you haven't already, guys, be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe for us. That would be absolutely fantastic. Loftus-Cheek with a lovely touch into the feet of Lukaku. Havertz goes to bend one. We moan about him not shooting, and then he shoots when there's 5 players stood in front of him. Just not what we want in our sandwiches. When will I ever stop using that Joe Weller quote?
That's where it's from.
Yeah, he used to just say it randomly. I don't know when
I've heard you say that so many times, but I didn't know that's where it's from.
Yeah. It's nice. I've now like adapted it, and it's just part of my own sayings. Not what you want in your sandwiches. We need Werner's deadly speed, says Batman. We do. I think it'll just cause some problems. I think it will spread the team. He'll be something more like what we want in our sandwiches. Here's Thiago Silva now. Chelsea, they need someone who's going to act in that almost like a quarterback and just pick up the ball, play the ball, and make the decisions. This is what we're going to do. This is the play we're going to make. Whatever. But Rudiger is going to shoot from range. Don't know why he's done that. Blocked easily by Juventus. Chelsea are looking a little bit desperate now, aren't they, Jake? They're starting to take shots from far out. But
picking up the pace a bit, aren't they? They're on the front foot here. But I passed it like there, just there. Who was that? I just passed it to no one.
Yeah, it's not been the sharpest tonight. And we were saying in the first half we look better, but from City, but we still don't look. This looks like there's something wrong. And I know I am Mason Mount's personal bigger upper or whatever you want to say, but I do think we do miss him. Yeah. Well, if you want to use the word fanboy, we don't like to use that term in the fanboy community.
Oh, sorry.
Executive fans is the phrase we use. But yeah, I do think we're just missing it. I think we're just missing that sort of clinical touch, if you know what I mean. That final third, someone who's going to drive into space, cause problems, and I think that's what we lack when we don't have him on the pitch, and we have the likes of Ziyech, Havertz, and Hudson-Odoi. But Ben Chilwell is really, look where he is now, Jake. He's so far up on that left-hand side, and hopefully that'll cause a few problems. Here's Kovacic into the feet of Lukaku. Lukaku's been very quiet tonight. Into the feet of Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi trying to go past Alexandro, but he's not able to do so. He's had to cut back on himself. Juventus doubling up. Juventus doubling up on Callum Hudson-Odoi, making it difficult for him. They know the threat of Hudson-Odoi. You don't get a 40 million bid from Bayern Munich chucked around at you for no reason. Kovacic comes back inside, though, into the feet of Havertz this time, into Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek back to Ben Chilwell. Chilwell looks to cross it, looking for Lukaku, headed nicely by Leonardo Bonucci, only as far as Chalobah. Over to Rudiger, who has now picked up the captain's armband for Chelsea. That's a poor ball again, though, from Ben Chilwell and Chelsea. What another poor ball. Oh, my gosh. Who would you take off for Werner, Lukaku or Havertz, Jake, says Batman?
Havertz. I think we need to keep Lukaku on just for his strength, his heading ability.
Keen eye for goal. Well,
yeah, just because we're going to be whipping a lot of balls in the box, aren't we?
yeah,
Just to get that equaliser.
yeah. We need to do something, and I think if you take off Lukaku, you've taken off your clear source of goals.
Yeah,
but I guess we managed to do it last year, but we had to lose a game in the Champions League at some point, didn't we? We went the whole Champions League with only losing what? I guess we lost to Porto in the second leg, didn't we? But it wasn't really, was it? It was a 1-0 and a 93rd minute goal, which was never going to really influence anything. Stop getting your biceps out, Jake. We don't want to see those massive guns.
Sorry. I thought you did.
If we hit 50 likes on this stream, Jake will get his biceps out. I'm selling you out, Jake. I'm selling you out for likes. I do apologise. Hudson-Odoi driving at Alexandro. Much better. Gets past him this time. Hudson-Odoi whips it in. Defended, though. Again by Bonucci. Bonucci, please just go away. He's defending so solidly tonight. Lukaku isn't playing good compared to Havertz. To be honest, Batman, I don't think Havertz has played great. Lovely ball in. Oh, Lukaku's in. Oh, he's got ahead of a 50p. Oh, God. That was a proper 50p head, that, wasn't it? Oh, why?
Ross Barkley is coming on.
Oh, why?
Andreas Christensen.
Why? Why would we ever bring on Ross Barkley, man? Why? I guarantee he'll go slow now, but why would we bring on Ross Barkley?
Yeah.
We even gave his blooming kit number away because we thought he was leaving. But that does mean Chalobah will go into defence, and at least we'll have an extra attacker on the field. So even if he is a budget Wayne Rooney, a poor man Wayne Rooney, a poor man's old Wayne Rooney as well. It's not even Wayne Rooney when in his prime. It's a poor man's Wayne Rooney from when Wayne Rooney was at Derby County. Here is Ross Barkley.
He's not that bad, Sam.
He is.
He's not.
Come on.
I think he's a top quality player.
Deluded. Chalobah looks to whip one in, looking for Ben Chilwell and Lukaku, but Szczesny's been able to gather them all night long. Ross, who I don't even know who Ross Barkley is, and Batman's just laughing at me. I can't believe that header from Lukaku there. Absolute 50p head. It was a lovely ball from Hudson-Odoi, but 50p heads put that wide.
Just headed it back where it came.
Has he gone missing? I thought he had, but how many times did he appear for Chelsea last season? He can't have appeared that many times for Chelsea last season, surely.
Ross Barkley?
Ross Barkley, yeah.
He was on loan at Villa, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I don't even think he played that many times for Villa.
He started off really well. He made a few good games, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think he started. I think he was one of the players who did quite well in that game against Liverpool. God, he's only 27. I can't believe he's played 33 times for England. God, what is wrong with our club? No, he played 24 times last season, scoring 3 goals.
Who would you have rather than Barkley or Lingard?
Lingard, any day of the week.
Really?
Lingard's at least got the running ability.
Yeah.
Lingard's a lot more direct. And he actually, you see the glimpses of talent. Like you saw the form last season when he went to West Ham. You know it's there.
Yeah.
We've never seen that from Ross Barkley, ever. Oh, my gosh. 13 minutes left. God, it's going to be a dramatic turnaround if Chelsea end up winning 3-1.
I think the best that I can see now is a 1-1.
I think I agree.
I mean, it's only the 77th minute now. I feel like we're playing as if it's the 87th minute.
But Juventus have brought on Moise Kean and Chiesa and Bernardeschi are now off. So I feel like that can only be a positive thing for Chelsea. Again, famous last words. But I do think that's only a positive thing because then, Moise Kean's a bit easier to defend against. in that sense. As a Premier League centre back myself, I can tell you that Moise Kean is easier to defend against. Batman's saying it'll be 1-1. That's what he thinks the final score will be. It seems weird seeing Rudiger with the armband and not Thiago Silva. Well, there we are.
I think that maybe he's trying to. It's a little something to try and get to stay and sign a contract.
Maybe. Sign the contract, big boy. Barkley with the worst but best skill I think I've ever seen. He took it on his back foot and he spun round too far until the ball carried on going. Hudson-Odoi looking for the head of Lukaku, but Lukaku was offside anyway, so it don't make a difference at all. Does now make a difference. It's so weird. It tells you all the people that have been in your stream chat tonight.
Yeah.
On your on Twitter, on Twitch, not on Twitter. Oh god.
How many views you had on Twitch?
I don't know. I don't know where it says. If I'm brutally honest with you, I'm still trying to work out what goes on Twitch. It's a completely new world to me. Ross Barkley here with a bit of space to roam into. Shame he's in. He's not in Rome. That was the worst joke in the world.
I wasn't even listening.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Havertz, Ben Chilwell. Chilwell's going to loft it in. I don't know why he's put that ball in there. Lukaku is surrounded by about 6 different Juventus players, and he thought that was a good thing. Loftus-Cheek, good tackle by Kulusevski, and Juventus are able to counter-attack. It's Moise Kean going up against Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva jockeying, rolls it back to, I don't even know who that is. I think that's Weston McKennie. Out to Kulusevski. Hudson-Odoi gets back nicely, though. Stops him there for the time being. Kulusevski's going to have to look up. He comes back to Alexandro. Back into Kulusevski. Kulusevski pulls it back to Moise Kean. Good block, though, by Antonio Rudiger. And Kovacic, calm as you like, is able to dribble the ball away. Harried by Weston McKennie. Kovacic with a lovely ball. Here goes Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku, can he see someone in the middle? Oh, what a poor ball that is. Oh, my God, what a poor ball that is. How many subs do we have left? I don't think we've got any left, Batman. No. I don't think we've got any left. Oh, what a poor ball that is from Lukaku. Stopped all momentum, but that was fantastic from Kovacic. Much better from Mateo Kovacic. Here's Barkley again. Trevor Chalobah. Kovacic. Into the feet of Kai Havertz. Looks for a little flick round the corner. Well read, though, by Bonucci. But Juventus have just given the ball back again to Chelsea. Rudiger. Into the feet of Ross Barkley, who's being faced up with Weston McKennie. Barkley switches the play nicely, looking for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi again. Juventus was starting to double up on him again. Here's Hudson-Odoi against... You see that as soon as it happens, don't you, Jake? As soon as he gets the ball, they double up. They move 2 people out there to make sure that he can't do anything, and Kovacic's shot is blocked. Do you see what I mean? As soon as Hudson-Odoi gets the ball, you just watch the players come over and you watch the players move into that position and look to cause problems and stop.
It just forces them to play the ball backwards.
Yeah, exactly. And it stops him. It stops him from being able to move. And it's Bentancur every time who slots in, or Delict, or someone. Look how many white shirts are behind the ball at the moment. Absolutely mental. Look, across comes another player here. Now there's 4 players around Callum Hudson-Odoi, Trevor Chalobah, Ben Chilwell.
Not one Chelsea player running, like wanting to have the ball.
No, they're all static. They're all with their backs against goal. Lukaku's made a little bit of movement there, though, which has opened up a bit of space for Ross Barkley. Here is Lukaku. He only needs 1 chance. Oh, no, he doesn't. He needs 2. Oh, gosh, he's put it over.
He jinxed it then.
I know. Oh, God. That is a poor finish from Lukaku. But at least he's made the movement. Can we say that? Is that a
nice
thing?
little turn.
It's a good turn. He does well. That's where Lukaku's at his best, though, isn't he? Back against the player, spin that way, get the ball onto his left foot. And Fraser's back on Twitch again. Enjoying the Twitch stream. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that. Chiellini's coming on as well, and that does not look good, does it, for us?
No.
Bentancur's coming off. God, this does not look good. This does not look good, especially with 7 minutes left. I think if that was the moment, it was going to be then. I think that was our big chance sort of thing. I think that would have been the moment for. Oh, I've knocked my light over. Hang on.
Yeah, probably not going to get a better chance than that.
No, I don't think so. I really, really don't think so. Hudson-Odoi, who's dropped in at centre back at this point. Ross Barkley. He's been positive since he's come on. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Kovacic, who's stolen Ross Barkley's number, into Trevor Chalobah. I nearly called him Nathaniel Chalobah there. Is that what his brother's called?
His brother, yeah, he used to play for Chelsea.
Yeah, I thought so. Kovacic again. It's dull. It's slow. The movement isn't great. Thiago Silva into Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi looking for Havertz with the cross, but it's gone out for a Chelsea corner. Probably Chelsea's best bet is to score from a corner, but that being said, we don't really have any mountains of men in our team.
Just Lukaku, really.
Yeah, exactly. Havertz is big though, isn't he? He's like 6'2", I think Havertz is. Bit of a gentle giant. Chilwell to whip the ball in. Looking for Havertz. He shouldered it towards the goal though, and Weston McKennie's headed it onto Lukaku into the hands of Wojciech Szczesny. Fraser's apparently got 2 of me playing, and I'm not quite sure on how. Weird.
Not seeing much of Juventus at the minute.
No, it is all Chelsea.
Which is looking promising for us, but we haven't got much time left.
We've got 5 minutes left. Chelsea have got a free kick here, though. I was just faffing around with stuff on Twitch to see how it worked. Oh, 2,000 people watching Mini Minter. Why would you be watching Mini Minter when you can watch me?
Why don't you post a link on the stream?
Yeah, drop my stream in his link and be like, watch 2 Chelsea fans cry.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. 4 minutes left. Jake, I'm not even going to push you for a man of the match tonight because it's so hard when Chelsea lose to give a man of the match or look like they're going to lose. To be honest with you, I think I'll give it to Chiesa.
Yeah, I would have probably said Chiesa.
Yeah, I think he's probably the only player he realistically can. Bernardeschi's been all right, but he missed a big opportunity, but he might not come back to rue. They might not come back to rue it. Ben Chilwell on a free kick. Is that an awful ball in? It's been defended, and Chelsea are claiming a handball here. I didn't quite see it.
Against Chiellini by the looks of it.
Yeah. Let's watch it again on this replay. What? Who are they calling a handball on there? Let's have a look again. So the ball's whipped in from Ben Chilwell, flicked on by Thiago Silva. Oh, it's hit the shoulder. I think that's what they mean. It's hit like the back and the shoulder there of Danilo. I think that's what they're claiming for a handball. But they won't get any of that. Man of the match is Sam, according to Fraser. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Fraser's on his phone and laptop. Brill. Potential penalty check is going on, but I think that'll just be ruled away there. And it has been. Would you take Alan Saint-Maximin at Chelsea? Just wait for this corner. Ben Chilwell whips it in, looking towards Havertz again. There's no one following up there, but there is. Hudson-Odoi's come out of nowhere with an RKO. Looks to whip the ball back in. Havertz, headers it over. High, wide, and not at all handsome. So, Jake, would you take Alan Saint-Maximin?
I would, yeah. He's a good player. I think I'd get rid of a few players first, or a player.
Yeah, he's a very good player. I don't know. In this current Chelsea squad, I'd take him over Ziyech.
Yeah.
Havertz, I think Mount and Pulisic, I think they've all got stuff to show, but I'd definitely take him over Ziyech. So yes, Aaron, and thank you for stopping by, mate. Chelsea are becoming desperate now. They are coming. It's last ditch, isn't it? It's the it's very last ditch at the minute. Barca are losing 3-0. Surely, Ian, you're having me on here, mate. Surely you're having me on here. They can't be 3-0 down. They are. They're 3-0 down against Benfica.
Oh, what has happened to them?
What is going on at that football club? Absolute mess of a football club. And Fraser says, Barca, awful. Wow. What do we think of Barca? Exactly, Fraser. We know what the next word is to that. They've not been... Oh my God, completely different team, haven't they? He has lost. He has a lot more to come under a decent manager and a team around him. I agree with that, Aaron. I agree. I think he can do. I think he can do bits for anyone who can use him and utilize him properly. Whether he'd go to a Chelsea, whether Chelsea would go in for him, makes you wonder, doesn't it? But we'll have to wait and see. Corner though for Juventus. Juan Cuadrado's just been booked there for time wasting. Good on the referee for booking him. Moise Kean trying to hold the ball in the corner against Havertz, but Chelsea have done pretty well, I guess. Not really. They've given away another throw-in. So Juventus, we can see their game plan. We can see it, can't they? We can see the game plan. Jake, you're on mute. I knew you were going to do that.
Again. Because I was coughing, I had to mute myself.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm saying it's just painful to watch the other team time wasting when it's against your own team, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We didn't mind in the Champions League final last
exactly.
season.
You're loving it when they're doing that when it's your own team, but when it's the other team.
Yeah, it's so painful. Chalobah with a lovely dribble out of the defence though there. Hudson-Odoi gets on his bike, being marked closely by Locatelli. Here is Havertz on this right-hand side. Havertz, whoa, bit of strength there from Havertz to bundle over Alex Telles, but he's not been able to do anything with the ball there. Again, I think that's the story of Havertz's career. Hasn't quite got, Chelsea career anyway, hasn't quite got that final touch. Batman says Pulisic, Ross and Ziyech need to leave. Big claims. I rate Christian Pulisic, I do. I rate Christian Pulisic, so I won't want Pulisic to leave. He's just a bit injury prone, which is the problem. But then when do you give up on a player like that, Jake?
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? He's young, so he's still got a lot to show.
Yeah.
If he's a bit older, late 20s, you maybe give up on him a bit easier.
Yeah, 5 minutes of added time here. Plenty of time for Chelsea to do a Manchester United in the Champions League final in '99 and walk away with all 3 points. But likelihood is it won't happen.
No.
Ross Barkley loves to whip it in. Don't know what Szczesny's done there. I think he misjudged that massively there.
Yeah.
Aaron says, did you do Jose or not Jose today? We did do No Way Jose today. And I won't spoil it for you, Aaron. I won't spoil it for you. But yeah, I think it went pretty well. When he still has value. Yeah, I guess that's a reason to get rid of Pulisic. He's still got some value. But if that's all you're thinking about money, then you might as well just sell all your players whilst they're in the 20s. Chalobah wins the header from the goal kick. That's a bit of a weak header there from Bonucci. And Szczesny with a bit more time wasting. Shows the calibre of team Chelsea are, though, for Juventus to be time wasting for a whole 6-7 minutes. It does show how good Chelsea are, that they cannot give it they can't even give it a chance of going forward themselves and actually scoring a goal as Alexandro goes to loop that forward.
Is your voice all right there?
Yeah, it just started to cut out. Was going a bit croaky. Too much talking, I think. Rudiger.
Over.
Yeah, finally. Finally, this game will be over. My God, this has been poor from Chelsea. Weston McKennie now in this right wing position looks to pull it back to Cuadrado after a lovely flick by Cuadrado to find him in the first place. But Cuadrado's now just snapped Ben Chilwell in the corner as well. And Chelsea have a free kick right near their own corner flag.
Great.
Fraser says, Sam YouTube, get over and follow Sam on Twitch. Exactly, Fraser. Exactly. Get some more people over there. Let's start growing over there as well. I don't really understand how Twitch works, but we'll work it out. We'll work it out.
You're going to be streaming the new FIFA?
What would I stream that with?
I don't know.
Game capture.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lukaku might be able to get on the end of this. No, he can't. Oh, that was a mistake there by Juventus. They've still got a mistake in them. I mean, if I had an Elgato, then maybe, but I don't.
Samaral Gaming.
Yeah, SRL Gaming, SRL Shorts, SRL, SRL Videography, SRL. Then you've just got regular SRL, an SRL blog.
1 minute left. Come on.
Yeah. Really in the dying seconds of this game now. Loftus-Cheek has been fouled yet again. Kovacic goes to go around McKennie. McKennie holds him tight, though. Keeps him close to him. Into the feet of Loftus-Cheek again. Loftus-Cheek finds Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi defended nicely by Chiellini. Chiellini is an absolute psychopath.
Does Mendy not up here? Is it worth it?
I don't know. We don't know how good he is in the air. You can tell that Chiellini's like been around football so long because when he did that block there, he had his hands in like this, and he's just an old timer now, isn't he? He's a very, very good. Oh my gosh, Havertz again, headed the ball over the bar. There won't be a better opportunity all night, I don't think. Free header, and he's put it over.
Just couldn't get it down anymore.
No, looks like it's it. That might be it for tonight. Havertz has not even looked where he's headed that. If that had gone in, that would have been well fluky. That would have been.
Yeah.
And that is it. That is full time. Juventus have beaten Chelsea. Batman says he'd love to see Loftus-Cheek play regularly. Me too. Me too. So what did we learn from tonight? 10 minutes of 10 seconds of not paying attention can cost you a whole game and 3 points.
Yeah.
And potentially the top spot in the Champions League group as well. So, Brill.
Well, we're going down to third now.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah, we will have done. We will have done. We'll have a look. We'll have a look at the rest of the games as well. The rest of them are still finishing off. Let me share my screen and then we can have a look at the games. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Here we go, ladies and gents. So here are the games for tonight. Let me remove Erin's message from the top if I can. There we go. Here we go. Ladies and gents, there's Erin's moments of fame for you. We've got Bayern Munich, who won 5-0 in Kiev, against Kiev, in Bayern. No surprises there. Bonucci's getting irate for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, he's getting annoyed at Chiesa for not giving him a hug. Normal football stuff. Benfica have won 3-0 against Barcelona, which is a massive, massive shock. And Barcelona have had someone sent off as well. Have they had sent off? Eric Garcia for a second bookable offence by the looks of things. And then we've got Manchester United, Villarreal still ongoing, but looking like it'll head for a 1-1 draw. RB Salzburg are just about to cling on for a 2-1 win against Lille. Wolfsburg have also had a man sent off, and they are drawing 1-1 with Sevilla. And Zenit St. Petersburg, the other team in this group with Malmo, have won 4-0. So if we look at the standings, as you can see here for you guys, I don't know if you can see that okay. Let's have a bit of a zoom. Bit of an up and a bit of a right. As you can see here, guys, we have Chelsea in third place after 2 game weeks. A long way to go. Still 4 more games left. But there we are. Why am I seeing Ronaldo celebrating? I've totally just got distracted. Have United just scored? Or did Ronaldo score in the first place? I don't know. It totally distracted me there.
No,
yeah, so a little bit worrying for Chelsea, not overly worrying. I mean, last year we didn't lose a game until the quarterfinals or the semi-finals. So a little bit worrying. Jake, what did you make of, what do you make of the standings? Are you concerned at all?
Ronaldo has scored, by the way. Sorry.
Is he?
Yeah, 2-1, 95th minute.
Sofa scores, being very quiet, but that, yeah, it is 2-1. So Jake, what do you think? Are you worried about Chelsea so far? Obviously, sat in third at the moment, still yet to play Malmo.
I'm not worried. I think if we were going to lose a game, it would be that one away to the biggest team in our group, basically. So you kind of expect you would drop points there out of any game in the. I think we need to. I think Malmo's going to be an easier game. 3 points there. Beat Zenit at home. Beat Malmo again, and then maybe draw to Juventus. That would obviously definitely see us through.
Yeah, and that's the important part, isn't it? Really, it's just making sure we see ourselves through and get ourselves into the knockout stages. Realistically, it doesn't really make a difference who you draw, because to be the best, you got to beat the best, haven't you? And last season we had both Madrid teams, and we still came out pretty well on it, didn't we? Let me just zoom myself back out if I can work out how to do it. Can't work out how to do it. Hang on. Right, we'll go lineups instead. Here we are. I can't put some. There we are. Blimey, that took its time. And it is full. Yeah, it is 2-1. Ronaldo has won it 90 plus 7 according to this. 90 plus 7 with a Jesse Lingard assist. Told you, that's why you have Jesse Lingard, Jake. Only needed 8 minutes of football. That's all he needed to get an assist. But anyway, back to the team we are bothered about, and Chelsea. We'll have a look at the match ratings. Let's have a look. I've just seen a 7.8, though, from Mateo Kovacic, which I think is a little bit high, if I'm brutally honest with you. I don't think Mateo Kovacic has been... I've lost the team there. There we are. No, there we are. I think he hasn't been fantastic tonight, Mateo Kovacic, but I mean, there's no real surprises there. Chiesa, like I said, standout player. Looks like he's won himself man of the match there. Bonucci as well was a brick wall at the back for Juventus. It was a little bit concerning, though, the last 2 games, haven't they, Jake? They've been a little bit concerning. Chelsea, when things don't go right, they really don't go right, do they?
No, I mean, Zenit, I know we won against Zenit, but it wasn't the best game of football. I think we were lucky to have won it, really.
Yeah, I think Chelsea are in a bit of a hangover at the moment, aren't they? Maybe a bit of a Champions League hangover, and such a good start to the Premier League made them think they were invincible, and now they're just getting knocked down a peg or two. And hopefully it'll work like, with when we lost to Leicester in the FA Cup final, that we came back fighting even more. Ben Chilwell 7.1, Ross Barkley 7.1, Hudson-Odoi with a 7. So overall, Chelsea weren't. You look at the match ratings and they weren't actually that bad, but all that really matters, isn't it, is that 1 goal stat. It is. Yeah. It was, 12 seconds of being switched off. 12 seconds. That's all it takes. That is all it takes. And then we have a look at attacks. We have a look at shots on target. 2 shots on target in the whole match. Only 1 for Chelsea. And it was that Lukaku attempt right at the beginning.
Yeah, 7th minute or something.
Yeah, ridiculous. And, you're not going to win games like that. You're not going to win games like that. Thomas Tuchel will look at that Chelsea side. He will have a look. And I don't know who we play this weekend. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Let's have a gander.
I think Southampton.
Southampton. And Southampton won't just keel over by any stretch of the imagination. So Chelsea are going to have to be on it this weekend. But I am going to leave it there, guys, because I am absolutely shattered. I feel like I'm ready for bed. Jake, you must be ready for bed as well. Thank you for joining me. Let's have a look through the comments just before we go. Let's see what everyone's thoughts and feelings are. Fraser says, Liverpool are City this weekend. We beat City for Chelsea because they beat you. Exactly, Fraser. That's how they do it. At least we didn't lose 3-0 like Barcelona. Good shout, Batman. Thank you for watching this stream tonight as well. We will finish first when our injured players are back. I mean, we've got a lot of players out at the moment, don't we? 4 players, 2 of them completely vital to the squad in Mason Mount and N'Golo Kante. So it's a difficult time for Chelsea, but I have no doubts in my mind they'll come back fighting. And let's go, Ronaldo, says Shah. Exactly. Anything else you want to add, Jake, before we go?
No, just thank you for having me on the stream.
Oh, bro.
I know the game's been disappointing, but it's been good to be here.
Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and thank you for coming along. And most importantly, guys, thank you to you guys for sticking around. And if you have watched on Twitch as well, Fraser, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And be sure, if you haven't already, to go over to the Twitch. I linked it earlier on. I'll make sure to link it about a bit more so we can get a few more followers on there. But be sure to go over and follow that as well. And yes, I know, Fraser, United did win. They did win. I can't believe that. Absolutely jammy. But guys, that will conclude tonight's stream. Chelsea have lost to Juventus on the second game week of Champions League football. It's their first loss of the new season. Last time it took them to the quarterfinals in the 93rd minute of the second leg of the quarterfinals to lose a game. But this time it has taken only 2 games, only 180 minutes, and wasn't a great night for Chelsea. So, guys, make sure you keep an eye out on the channel for streams and as well on Twitch as well. If you're watching over there, keep an eye out for them on there. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'll have a few videos going up on the YouTube channel in the next few days, just some sort of highlights, some reruns of halftime shows and stuff like that with a few funny edits. I'm going to use funny edits because, it's me trying to make them funny. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Have a good night. And most importantly, guys, stay safe. Cheers.